All right, so next up in the rehab series, we're gonna go through some neck rehab. We're gonna start with probably the one that is relevant to the most people, which is a chin tuck. So what we're trying to do here is most people have more tension in the back of their neck, and part of that is because the deep neck flexors in the front are weak. So there is a thing called reciprocal inhibition. When you activate one muscle on an opposing side, it relaxes the other one. So instead of just trying to stretch your neck all the time, we should maybe try to strengthen the front. So the easiest way to explain how to do this is I want you to go back against a wall. I'm using this rig. You can use a wall. Actually, some people like to do this in the car when they are at a stoplight. Please do not do it while you're driving, just when you're stopped. So you're gonna put your head and thoracic spine against, and you're going to tuck your chin straight back, almost like you're trying to give yourself a double chin, and then relax. Back, and relax. If you do this correctly, you should feel it pulling through the neck muscles from the top of your spine down to around your mid-back. That means those muscles are tight. So that is a chin tuck without resistance. Great exercise. I like to tell people, do this for 10 repetitions, and then on the last one, I kind of want you to just hold it there for 10 or 15 seconds as kind of a long stretch. So now I'm going to show you how to do the same exercise, but with added resistance, and that's going to be a chin tuck with a head lift. So we're going to resituate the camera so I can show you on this bench, then we'll go from there. Okay, so now we're going to show you how to do this with some more resistance. As much resistance as the weight of your head. So for some of you, that could be very heavy. Some of you, it could be pretty light. So you're gonna lay down on the bench or your bed or whatever flat surface you have. You can even do this on the ground. I just don't wanna lay on the ground. So you're going to lean back. You're gonna do that same tuck as you did on the wall. You're gonna tuck your chin, and then you're gonna pick your head up. And then relax. So the most important thing is, one, if you can't maintain your chin tuck, then your neck is not strong enough for this yet. So if you start to do it and your chin juts back out, those muscles aren't strong enough yet, which would look like this. You should be able to keep it tucked. Move them back down. So, same deal, I would say 2 to 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions, hold the last one for a little longer. So, now I'm going to show you a much more advanced neck strengthening exercise. Neck strength is very important, especially for athletes. It decreases the risk of concussions, especially severe concussions with long-lasting symptoms. I do not, under any circumstance, want you to start performing these exercises without consulting with myself or one of the doctors to see if this is a good exercise for you, but I would like to show you because I feel that neck strengthening is highly neglected and a very important part of a healthy spine. So I'm going to show you how to do some banded neck strengthening exercises, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so all you're going to need for this is one of these long bands. You probably do not want to do this exercise unless you have something extremely stable in your house, because the last thing I want is a band to slip and hit you in the face. That would not be fun. So a lot of times you're going to do this at the gym. You can do it at the house. Just be sure to wrap it around something very sturdy. So we're going to go through 4 ranges of motion: flexion, extension, lateral flexion to both sides, and then we will show you how to do those. So we're going to start with flexion, and then we'll move on from there. So what you're going to do, you always want the band set up at head height, not low, not high. It'll slip off. So you're going to open it up. You're going to stick your forehead in the band, and you're going to step out. Now that is putting a lot of pressure on the front of my neck, and I'm just going to hold it here for however long, 10, 20 seconds, and then come back. So do not do this quickly, and definitely do not do this if your neck is actively hurting or you haven't talked to the doctors. So that's how you strengthen flexion with a band. We're going to go to lateral flexion next, which you will do on both sides, and then extension. So lateral flexion is the same thing, but you're going to turn sideways, get it nice and secure, and you're going to step out and hold it in place. Make sure you're not tilting your head out or in. You're just stable, looking straight ahead. And come back, and then we're going to switch. You would do the other side, and then I'm going to show you the last one, which is extension, which is the strongest position that your neck can be in. So don't be surprised if this one feels much easier. Also, if you have zero experience with neck training, you will be very sore. So do substantially less than you think you can do unless you want to be extremely sore. Not a good idea. So extension, just like flexion, but the exact opposite. So you're going to put the band behind your head and you're going to step out. The band is trying to pull your head forward. All the muscles back here are trying to keep that from happening, which is why they're getting strengthened. Hold it and come back in. So I would do those 3 sets. Do not do a max hold. Hold it for about a 5 or 6 RPE. You should be tired, but not exhausted. If you start shaking, that is too hard. This should just be sort of difficult, but not bad. Now, if you train jiu-jitsu, play football, or any other thing that greatly stresses your neck, I would highly encourage this. But again, do not do them without consulting with me to prevent injury. So that's the neck exercises. Have a good day.